There are plenty of cars on the lot at Community Chevrolet in Burbank. The summer started on a high note.
We had an amazing Memorial Day weekend, probably the best holiday weekend we've seen in a few years.
But since then, Bob Green says sales have leveled out. What he is seeing, though, is increased interest in electric vehicles. In part, he thinks, because of the high price of gas since the war with Iran began.
And now that they've come out with a new rebate, I'm sure we'll see more of an uptick now.
He's referring to an announcement made last week by Governor Gavin Newsom that the state will begin providing incentives for people purchasing their first electric vehicle. $3,500 for a new car, $1,750 for used. Not as much as the previous $7,500 federal tax incentive, but maybe enough to make a difference, especially if the price of gas starts rising again, which some speculate it might after President Donald Trump's announcement that the memorandum of understanding with Iran, quote, is over. Following a night of back-and-forth strikes, U.S. stocks tumbled and oil prices jumped roughly 6%, briefly topping $80 a barrel, the highest level in 3 weeks. Still, Ryan Cummings, chief of staff at the Stanford Institute for Economic Policy Research, says it's not as bad as it was.
We did see prices as high as nearly $120 during the height of the conflict. Now they're still in the low 70s. So the markets don't seem that stressed about it, but they have indicated that there's a little more concern based off of the escalation that we've seen over the past day.
President Trump, meanwhile, downplayed the market uncertainty, declaring Wednesday morning that, quote, everything is great.
The prices are coming down. And when the oil comes, the oil is coming way down. The oil dropped by 50% in the last month. And when that comes down, it brings everything else down.
Although maybe not soon enough for Adon De La Torre, who just spent $90 to fill his tank. It used to be much less.
I would fill it up with like $60, but now it's going up, so it's like you can see the difference. And I got my car maybe like 2 years ago.
A change like that in such a short time is hard to ignore, but he's still not sure he's ready to flip the switch to electric because he doesn't think it'll be as convenient for his fill-and-go lifestyle. Bob's heard that before.
There are still a few people here and there that'll have what's called range anxiety, especially if they want to go from here to, let's say, Las Vegas.
But with 77% of Americans feeling economic anxiety, according to a recent Capital One survey, car buyers need to determine which concern will drive their decision.